Good day, everyone. So, our lesson for today is all about the Philippine traditional dances in the subject CAED 116. And I am going to discuss the lesson 2.1 tribal groups, tribal dances, and their hidden meanings. So, I am Apple Jane Ihoyo, your reporter for today. I mean, the reporter for today. So before we start, I will ask you, are you familiar with the different tribes in our country? So what are they? If yes, what are they? If no, then we will know it later. So the different tribes in the entire archipelago or in our country, which is Philippines, are. So we will know it later. Because first I will define the word ethnic. So ethnic is a group of people that carries a common goal or objective belonging to the same standards and mores. So it is a group of people with unique characteristics either in their manner of dressing or in their way of life. So this group of people are like us, but they are different in terms of their clothing or in how they dressed and also their characteristics. So ethnic groupings are for examples are professionals, so like medical doctors, engineers, and professors. So that's it. The next is tribal. So aside from the word ethnic, they have what we call tribal. So it is tribal is another word that bears that kind of grouping. So that's the tribal. It is a groupings among cultural people, cultural groups, tribal group, or tribal people. So that's it. Then so those ethnic people doesn't so those ethnic people who live in the mountains dili sila mahimo nga mo live in that kind of place if there's no people or person who influence them to settle there. No, because they are the same from us. Parihera sila nato nga nanginabuhi or nangitag paagi nga mabuhi. So alamin natin kung ano ang dahilan ng pag-move nila sa highest place. So who influenced this following group of people to live in the mountains or in the highest place? And the answer is, during the Spanish colonization, these groups exhibited a very strong resistance against the Spaniards that forced them to vacate the lowland and settle in the hinterlands. So that was the reason why those group of people choose to live there at the highest part of the place in the mountains. It is because of their strong resistance against the Spaniards. So that is the reason why. And those hinterlands where they choose to live or choose to move there was in the Cordillera Mountains, forests of Mindoro and Palawan, then thick woods of Mindanao. So those are the following places where ethnic groups of people, tribal groups of people located or dwelling. Yeah. So that's the Cordillera Mountain, or that's the Cordillera Mountain in Luzon look alike. Look like. So mauna ang Cordillera Mountain. So in that place, or in that particular mountain, naa diha nagpuyo ang mga ethnic groups. So alam mo na nato, or we will know it later if unsa na ang mga ethnic groups or tribal groups, unsay tawag nila or unsay tawag nila didto nga mga grupo. So like that. Then next is Forest of Mindoro and Palawan. So that's what Forest of Mindoro and Palawan look like. So look at the picture. Gipanglumot na ang mga trees nga nang fall down, although these places is very very fresh, or very not polluted, or the environment is very beautiful, but kita pa po yun nito magdili jud siya mahimo, because we already because naanad na ta, or nagpuyo there is a lowlands, and those group of people, those ethnic groups are naanad na sad sila nga mopuyo dito sa mga bukid na part, sa mga mountains. The next is thick woods of Mindanao. So look at that picture, look at that trees, no, very very tall trees, and yeah, very thick, but there are human being live there. So next is the Panamin. So Panamin is an acronym. The acronym is Presidential Assistance on National Minorities. So Panamin is these groups oppose the term national minorities, thinking that a government battled their assistance from among the majority. So Panamin is, I think those are the national cultural groups, or yeah, it is called cultural nationalities, or tribal Filipinos. So the Panamin is mga tribal Filipinos, since tribal dance has been attached to their cultural presentations. So Panamin are rather identify 37 major ethnic groups in the country. So imagine it is very daghan. So daghan kaayo sila nga mga ethnic groups sa atong country. So next is the places where those ethnic groups located. So jungle of northern Luzon. So in that place in Luzon, northern Luzon, in the jungles, there were egrots. So egrots' original names Igotot comes from the word gotot, meaning mountain chain, and I or Y as people, shortly known as people of the mountain. It is obvious na kayo siya, no, nga egrots are people who live in the mountain. I don't know. I mean, there are some ethnic groups who live in the sea parts, or in sa mga suba. So next is the jungle of northern Luzon. So these are the pictures shown the group of people, Igorot tribes. So Cordillera tribe is the northernmost area of Cordillera tribe rather. In the northernmost area of Cordillera is they have Kalingas, Tingguan or Itnig, and Apayos. So those tribes are that. So look at that picture. See the difference between their way of dressing. So that's the Kalinga in the upper part. Then in the lower part is the Tingwans or ethnic. Then next is Apayao. So sila ang mga Apayao. Payaws rather. So in the central area, they have Ifugao and Gadang. So in the highest part of the picture is the Ifugao, and then the lowest part is the Gadangs. The two pictures. Then next is in the southern part. So they have Benguet, Kankanae, and Ibaloy. So the first picture shown is the Benguet. Then the next picture shown who form circle is the Kankanae. Then the last is Ibaloy. So again, in order for us guys to easily remember the word or those ethnic groups in the ethnic groups which I mentioned earlier, in order for us to easily remember those ethnic groups, is we have to remember the word Bibakiig. Yes, it is stand for Bantok, Ifugao, Benguet, Apayao, Kalinga, Etneg, Igorot or Ilongot, and Gadang. So, B stands for Bantok, then I stands for Ifugao, then B stands for Benguet, then A stands for Apayao, then K stands for the Kalinga, then the I, it stands for Etneg, then the second I is stand for Igorot or Ilongot. Then the last G is stands for Gadang. So, common of those ethnic groups or common among these peoples is their way of dressing or body covering. So the man wear bahag or G-string, and the woman wear wrapped round skirt with no toppers. So there are different ethnic groups who wear toppers, but mostly or some of them do not wear toppers. So next is what tribe does the picture shown. So what tribe is that? Unsa ka? Yeah. Yes, it is Aetas. So Aetas is believed to be the first inhabitants of the archipelago, are invariably called as Ita, Agda, and Negritas from among the Spaniards. So among the Spaniards, they are called Ita or Agdas and Negritas. But this group of people scattered in Romblon, in mountains of Mindoro, Romblon, Palawan, and some parts of Visayas Islands, and are nomads or people do not settle permanently to an area. Nga naman ang Itas is they are not settled permanently to an area, or if that dili sila permanente nga mo puyo in sa kana nga place. For example, in Romblon, they live that place. So dili man sila permi or forever nga mo puyo sa kana nga place, since wala may forever. Bitaw, they are not settled or they are not permanently to an area or lived permanently to an area because sometimes or mostly mawad-an og ang mga Eta people are mawad-an silang mga pagkaon. So they will move to another places for them to look for food. I think based on my research, I understand or I found out that because I found out that Aetas do not settle permanently to an area because they will look for food. So that's it. Then next is we have Negritas. So Negritas are small and dark people from Mindanao known as Mangyans. So Mangyans also called as Buhid or Buid or Hananao. Among the Philippine tribes, the Mangyans are remarkably identified in the successfully preserving a written language of pre-Hispanic origins as found in the archival inscriptions from the stones, woods, and other materials gathered. So I think Mangyans, I think this lesson is very familiar to us because it is already discussed, or it is already tackled in elementary, in high school. So balik-balik ra jud ni siya, but I forgot it. It is very familiar for me because I remember that this is already discussed from my the lower years. So, Mangyans or Negritos are successfully preserving written language because if they found a stone with a written language, or if mapansin nila nga or that particular stone has different kind of figure or naay mga kulit-kulit, or they will preserve that. So that's why they are identified as successfully preserving in written language of pre-Hispanic origins. So next is we have that's the Negritos. So that's the Negritos, or the Mayans look alike. So mga itom sila nga mga gagmay. So that's it. Then next is, are you familiar with these places? Place. No, very beautiful, no? Nindot kaayo siya. This places is very famous. Famous among travelers, tourists, because this is one of the tourist spot in the Philippines. So this place is very rich in culture. Rich in diversity, rather. I don't think so. Diversity, the environment, the beaches, because it is very beautiful jud siya nga place. So unsa man ni siya nga place? So this place is Palawan. So Palawan is a very famous place here in the Philippines. Aside from Boracay Beach, Palawan is a very nice, beautiful beaches, mountains, many many tourist people who some people already choose to live there. Some foreign people live there because Palawan is nindot jud siya ang Palawan. Although wala pa ko kaadto, but hopefully soon. So Palawan people or groups of tribes also believed to be the remnants of migrant wave that have settled in the country, and these tribal groups are Tagbanwas, Batak, and Palawano. So this is the Tagbanwa. Wait. So this is the Tagbanwas. So look at the picture. Look at the difference. So in that upper part of the picture is the Tagbanwas. In the mountain part, or I think it is an old picture. Then in the lowest part of the picture is the Tagbanwas now nga naa sa Palawan makita. It is because they already moved, or nana sila muanha na sila og beaches or in the lowlands. Then next is Batak. So look at the picture. So wala sila yung mga toppers, wala sila yung upper part nga ginasuot, dili pareha sa atua. No, this is very unique. If naa ni sila sa atua, or if muanhi sila o sa lowlands or sa atua jud nga place, is I think mabuli jud ni sila is because of their the way they dress, may ignorante ba yata? Yes, may ignorante ta mga tao. But we will but we will respect we will respect their culture. Next is we have Palawano. So look at the picture. Palawano has an toppers. So naa sila upper dress. They are dressed formal, although differences as atwa, but that also that's also their culture. The next is Mindanao. Let's move on to the Mindanao. So Mindanao is the most inhabited island of tribal settlers. Yes, this land where the Sultan reigns and majestic royal families dominate. So the trading activities of the Chinese people brought the entry of Islam region in Mindanao and other islands nearby. So the activities of the Chinese are in the Mindanao. So umadto kag Mindanao, so some of the activities are gikan sa mga Chinese people. So in the Muslim part or in the Mindanao, so they have Maranaos, or what they mean literally means people of the lake. So obviously, or and it's understandable naman na Maranaos are peoples of the lake, so they live in the lake. The next is Magindanaos. Magindanaos is coming from the root word danano. I think it is Danao, or near the river or water and sea. So that's the Maguindanao. So look at the picture. The picture shown at the upper part is the old picture. Then in the lowest part is now the picture of Maguindanao's now. The next is Tausug. So that's the Tausug look like. So it is a very diverse and coral seeker. So that's Tausug. And also in the highest or in the upper part of the picture is the old picture of Tausug tribe or Tausug people. The next is our country have Samals. Samals, also known as seafarers and fishermen. No, look at the picture is nagunit ang usaka, the boy or the man hold his wooden that's bugsay. In Bisaya it is a bugsay, used one material basta ibugsay na siya. I can't explain well if unsa jud exact na name ana nga wooden kind of instrument of fishermen. So the next is Bajau. So Bajau is a sea gypsies related in a well-known boar called Orang Laot. Yes, Bajaus are a very daghana sila nga mga, although in that place where Bajaus located, or dili sila ingon nga wala man jud ni sila nagtipon jud tanan, no, na scattered man gud ni sila, pero daghan jud ni sila mga Bajaus. The next is Yakans. Yakans are our famous venta makers, also popularly known as the artistic weavers. So that's Yakans shown in the picture. So Yakans also paint their face like what Catriona did, or Miss Universe 2018 Catriona Magbunayon Gray. Yes, usually do their culture, which is painting na all over the face, or painting the face. So that's their culture. So at that southernmost tip of Palawan, if I'm not mistaken, yeah, the southernmost tip of Palawan is scattered islands of Tawi-Tawi lives the Hama Mapon. I think Harna Mapon or Hama, if I'm, nasayo pa siguro ko ana. They are identified in their activity of socialization called lansay or lansay. So that's the lansay, which is song and dance activity of male and female participants during full moon season. So a lansay is a dance performed during full moon season. Yeah, and the northernmost part of Mindanao has Manobos. So they have Manobos of Agosan, so believed to be the original settlers of Mindanao according to an anthropologist named Dr. Elkins. Dr. Elkins also lived in among this part of regions. So among this part of regions are Bukidnon and other small tribes as Sandig, Umayan, Higay na namate. There are many tribes. So let's move on. Wait. So that's it. So let's move on to the what is Bagobo is. So the Bagobos that stretches within the province of Davao are prominently with their colorful attire and graceful dancing. So that's the picture shown the Bagobo people. So look at their dressing. So look at their toppers and the dress that they wear. Look at very colorful, very nice to the eyes. Yes. The next is other tribes with similar identities neighboring Talaynods, Mandayas, who are equally identified in their own cultural activities. So that ethnic groups or that tribal groups are identified in their own cultural activities. Along with them are the Tagakaolo, derived from the meaning of an executioner, Tagaolo. So you will see, or you will know it later of what is Tagakaolo and their dance. You will know it later. So next is closely Muslims and some beliefs and tradition are Tiboli tribe. So Tiboli tribe is one of the ethnic groups also that consider themselves as non-Muslims. So they are in the Muslim part, but they consider themselves as non-Muslims. So also the same category are the Tinoray and the Bolaans, who are dwellers in Cotabato regions. So the two ethnic groups, which is Tinoray and Bolaans, is dwellers in Cotabato regions. So the Sobanon are the settlers who lived near the river, got their name from the word Suba, meaning river. So it is very familiar for us, no? Ug unsa kay bawo na man ta unsay Suba, so it's a river. So mao ni siya ang Tiboli tribe. Then the Tenoray and the Bilaan, and then the Subanon. So there are many other tribes in Mindanao that are yet to be identified or maybe have come to extinction because of various factors that have affected their lives and many ways of which and how to survive in the competitive society. So it is because very competitive man atong society, so there are many tribes are not identified, and many other tribes that are in extensions, or what we called indigenous people. So mga group of people na hapit na mawala because maybe naka-adapt na sila sa mga normal, naka-adapt na sila pareha na to, nga nilive sila pareha sa atwa. So that's it. We're done with the different tribes of the entire archipelago. And now allow me to invite to you to know better, understand, adhere, and appreciate fully the beautiful traditions, customs, and in general their culture through medium of dance. Yes. So, kita mga Filipinos we're getting ignorant to those ethnic or tribal groups nga naa sa ato ang country. Mostly their dance that we don't know. However, we should never be ignorant about them. Why? Because they are the same. We are the same people. We are the same Filipino people. That's why we don't not used to be ignorant to them. So dili ta dapat ignorante nila because pariharata na Filipino. And also we are getting guilty exploiting their dance tradition. The reason why is not we afraid to show dances wrongly performed, and also it is become an excuse for us that we don't know them. No, we are guilty exploiting their dance kay ngano di man ta kamao. Wala man ta naga-practice sa ilahang mga dance. Yeah, there are many dance in the Philippines. There are many folk dance in the Philippines, but we don't know them. Some of them we don't know. Some of them we already know because our schools provided us to perform that. That's why we practice. But if wala jud nag-provide ang school sa mga folk dance, I think jud na murag magnuwing na jud tatanan sa mga folk dance. Although we know those folk dance, the name only, but not how it's performed. Yes. So now, in order for us not to be ignorant, I will present to you, or ako ipalaila ninyo og unsa ang mga ako ipalaila ninyo ang uban nga mga tribal dances nga wala nato nahibaw-an, although nakahibaw na mo ani, but I will discuss these tribal groups of the Philippines and their dances. And I will also show some videos and pictures. I already show you some pictures in the previous topic. Yes, the different tribes in our archipelago. I already presented an example of some pictures in that particular ethnic tribes. And also in this lesson, which is the different tribal groups and their dances, I will provide videos, a short video clip, and I will also provide the link for them. So I will only present tribal groups in Cordillera, I think 3, and 1 from Visayas, then 2 or 3 I think from the Muslim, then last is from the Mindanao, I think 2 or 3. We will know it later. So let's start. So first is the tribal group and dances in Cordillera. So the tribal groups and dances in Cordillera is Dabuntok. So this is naadjay gihapon sa I provided also sa picture there. So the Abuntok or Bantok has Mangayaw dance. Mangayaw dance is a ritual before headhunting expedition, and Mangayaw is for revenge or economic survival due to the necessity and sometimes the dictate of tribal rules. So the link below is the link for the short video clip, since it is a very short video clip. So if you want to watch the full video of this of the dance, you will click that or copy paste that link or write that link, then search it in YouTube. You will find that dance. And also you can search Mangayaw dance or Mangayaw from Montauk, then mugawas na siya ang dance. So this is the Mangayaw dance. This video is very short lang. So let's watch this. So that's it. That's the Mangayaw dance. So next, wait. So that's it. That's the Bontok. Wait. The next is Apayaw. So Apayaw has a Thorayan dance or an imitative dance of a high flying bird. So Thorayan depicts a symbolism of a true freedom and expression of the love for the nature. So I think wala jud ko naka-search og unsa jud ang sa Thorayan. I know. I've already searched the. So this is an example of what Thorayan dance form. So that's it. That's the Thorayan dance. The next, in Kalinga. So Kalinga has a ragragsakan dance, a dance performed by Kalinga women as they sing along with their joyful movement. So this is a symbol of rejoice and happiness depicted in the movements and facial expression. So Kalinga. I forgot to provide the link of this dance, but you can search it in YouTube, the Kalinga dance or the Ragragsakan. So this is what Ragragsakan shows. So that's the Ragragsakan. The next is we have tribal groups from Luzon and Visayan Islands and their dance. So I think it's only one example for this place or this part of the country. So we have Eta or Ita. So they have Binuhag dance, a comic dance of the Etas of Bicol, where they imitate the movement of bees. So it is a shadow of being nomads, where bees transfer from one place to another to look for food. So the link below is not the exact dance Pinuhag, but I think it is a pinuhag dance because this folk dance is called binuyugan. If I am not mistaken, it is called binuyugan. So that's the binuyugan, or I think it is a pinuhag dance of Eta. The next is we have tribal groups from Muslim and their dances. So a tribal Muslim has Maranao, and Maranao has Singkil dance. It is a royal dance of the prince and the princess inspired from the Darangan epic. So it is a dance with boundaries of religion and societal demands depicted in the dance. So it is the Singkil. Look at how she dance. It is only a prince. Princess. Look at the movement. So that's the Singkil. The next is Tausog. So Tausog has a Pangalay dance, a dance of varied styles commonly termed inlay dancing. So Pangalay dance has three different kind of dance. It is a Pangalay Langka, Pangalay Agong, Pangalay Linggisan. So it is a dance portraying the various styles of people lifestyle. So if warrior-like imitation, they perform Pangalay Langka or martial dance. So the video which I am the example video which I am presented to you in the next slide is the Pangalay Linggisan, which is a bird dance. So this is a Pangalay Linggisan, a bird dance. So look at the movements, their movements. So they imitate the bird and they dance like that. So that's it. The next is we have Bajau. So Bajau has Hangay dance, or Hangay, I don't know how to pronounce it well, or the perfect or the exact pronunciation of that word hangay or jangay. It is a dance showing the beautiful arm and hand movements using extended fingernails. So it is a variety of dance of women to show their beautiful bodily movement and extended arms. So this is a hangay dance. A video of hangay dance. The hangay dance. You can watch the video, the full video in the YouTube. So I already presented you the link. So it is not hard for you to search the video. Although if you will search the word hangay, magawas ra ni siya nga video or the other video. There are many examples of this video. And let's move on to the tribal group from Mindanao and their dances. So, Dabagubo. So, Mindanao has a Bagobo tribe, which a Bagobo tribe has Ginom dance. It is a dance ritual asking the health for their supernatural beings, or sometimes give thanks to for a bountiful harvest. So a religious reenactment of their spiritual beliefs govern their lives. So like what the Atas dance, or what is that called, the Atas dance? Oh, I didn't found the exact dance of Ginom. No. I'm wrong. Yes, this is a Ginom. This is the exact video of Ginom, which is a supernatural. The next is Manobo tribe. So Manobo tribe has Suyad dance, a trance dance for healing purposes or vaginistic activity to heal the sick. So I think mauni nga dance nga wala ko nakakita og video in the YouTube, but there's a video of the Manobo dance, which is I think mura sad siya og dance for healing purposes, because they bring like that I think it is used for healing purposes. I don't think so. So let's watch the video. So that's it. The next is we have, or Mindanao has Tagakaolo, or they had Edel. So it is a ceremonial dance deal and revenge. So women a beat in a perfect rhythm, the odol. Then odol is a musical instrument, and it is a paganistic or paganistic about the dead culture. Paganistic about the dead culture. So it is an idol dance or idol. So that's it. Actually, that's their culture. We can judge them of unsa sila pag yun sa nila pagplay ang mga instruments and unsa ang ilang dance. So that's their culture. We must respect that. So that's the end of the slide. So that's the end of the lesson. So I hope you understand my discussion. You understand those different tribes in our country and those different dances. So I hope you learned a lot of lessons and I hope you learned a lot from my discussion and I hope you learned a lot from this lesson. So thank you guys. Thank you for understanding thank you for thank you for listening to me. Yes, thank you for that and see you to the next video. See you to the next lesson rather. So bye bye.